All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. CD Lamb, of course. Shane said Bakes says basically every dispensary, everywhere for me. I'm educating managers. Hey, it's how it needs to be. But they need to have, like, they really need to pay people to do that. That's what sucks, is they really do. They really need to be paying motherfuckers to do this. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Where are we going to go? I got the 12th pick. I wanted to see what it's like having the pick all the way at the end here. Mahomes, Hurts, Stroud, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Here we go. We got the humans over here now. See where Crispy goes. Amon-Ra. Definitely dropping down boards. Johnny said 12th pick has been dope this year. Yeah, a lot of solid options down there. I'll go Bijan for sure there. But where do we go after that? You know what? Let's try this. Let's try doubling up on the RBs. Let's see how this goes. And I got Saquon above Gibbs, one spot above Gibbs. There goes Lamar. He's debating on going for that QB there as well. Decided against it. We'll play some QB chicken here. Then Gibbs, Harrison, Nuka, Puka, Burrow. And I got it set up for Tina said, damn you, Huss. Man, you ain't getting them. You maybe, but I don't know. That's a long way. That's a long way to drop. That's one of the things that I do hate at the bookends. I feel like Bijan, that was good value right there. But then Saquon, I feel like I had to pay up for him right there. That's his fine line. And Bake said, man, this hustler format with double PPR got Gibbs right up there at the top 3. They're going to be throwing so much to Barkley. Why wouldn't they? That's a wide receiver in the backfield right there with one of the best lines in football. Do you remember how good Barkley was doing behind that shitty Giants line? Come on. Now he goes to one of the best lines in football. I'm going to have a lot of Saquon this year because no one's valuing him as high as me. I don't think. Number 4, right? The first guy right behind everyone's unanimous top 3. Saquon's definitely one of those guys I'm taking a shot on this year. Just like Derrick Henry. He'll be another guy. Yeah, as we get farther and farther like into these drafts, we're not gonna get cute. We're not gonna think that we're gonna get everybody like around later, especially when we're like building some of these guys up. And yeah, it is got to start making some stances. Oh, there goes Richardson at the 210. Oh, Laporta off the board. First tight end off the board. Prime said, who's the lead back in Washington? I feel like it's going to be Brian Robinson. Hold on. Caught a bullet in his goose. Had a party getting loose. Catch a bullet in your goose. But I think it's going to be A1B like type of backfield, like most backfields are in the NFL right now. 1A, 1B. I feel like this is going to be one of the bigger ones for sure. Oh, there goes Caleb. Oh, look at that. Laporta and Kelsey back-to-back picks in the middle of the third in this tight end premium format. I had to get the Indy stack. I like it. Get it. Oh, shit. I'm on the clock now. This is ugly. Let me look at the board real quick. Glad we got a minute. I can take a second here. You know what? We're going to try this out, see how this works. We're going to go crazy here. We're going to start with 4 RBs, see how this works out. So going, I guess 0. I don't know if this would be 0 QB, but this would definitely be a 0 wide receiver type of strategy. And then pushing off the QBs. We'll see how that goes. Glad I didn't pick a QB. Because I was debating on picking a QB right there. And look, only 1 QB taken so far. Round 5 is probably going to be one of those rounds. It always is. Where QBs and Superflex start coming off the board. And it's because you may already have 1 to 2 running backs, 1 to 2 wide receivers, whatever. And so if you've been waiting on a QB first or a second, it's usually when it happens. And look at our auto draft teams here. The team 5, Mahomes, Garrett Wilson, Laporta, and A-Chain, very well rounded. Team 8, 3 wide receivers, Jefferson, Puka, DJ Moore, and then ETN. And then around team 9, Chase, Harrison Jr., Caleb, Olave. Not too shabby. These auto-drafted teams are gone really heavy on wide receiver. Johnny said 11 round 4 is too good to pass up. Yeah. He's solid. He's solid. I wonder how things change, though. Aaron Jones, I know he's not a bum, but you don't think Josh Jacobs is going to run it better than Aaron Jones? And does that have an impact on Jordan Love? Because like teams were stacking up so much against the box last year to like force Jordan Love to do it, and then he did it. But like now, I assume that teams aren't going to be stacking the box like as much as they were, because now he's already proved it. Now teams have to play him a little bit differently. It's not just stop the run and you'll stop Green Bay, because obviously that didn't work. Who else said Aaron Jones? Bum, because I traded him. Yeah, very interesting. I went 4 RBs just to see how this would shape out. All right, here we go. Almost on me. See where Crispy and Justin go. And what is that? Pickle in the jar. Pickle in the jar. All right. Let's see. You know what? We're going to play QB chicken a little bit longer. We're just going to go with 2 wide receivers there. I don't know how happy I'd be with Zay Flowers and Mike Evans being my number 1 and 2, like wide receivers. It's a mock. Fuck the board talk. Because guys like Higgins, Pickens, Dell, Worthy, Addison, Cooper, Rice, Reed, Scary Terry. Those are the next guys up ADP wise. Outside of Higgins, I feel like I'm winning with those 2 picks while waiting. And Giants said Evans is a wide receiver 1. He should be, right? He should be. Then we got Pitts, Higgins, Daniels, Mark Andrews, Brock Bowers. Ron said definitely want a piece of that Houston offense for sure. Fun for sure. For sure. And I really feel like I want Diggs, like out of the 3. CJ Stroud, you're either going to get him or you aren't. Like you got to get him high. But Diggs, I feel, is a guy. Just look at that. He went middle of the 5th. For me to get him there, I would have had to draft him at the 4-1, just specifically where I am. But I've been seeing Diggs go in the 5th and the 6th. I don't think I've ever seen a 4 RB build recently. So I got to hit on the wide receivers for sure. For sure. And these mocks, I like to do things extreme, because there's always people who are like, what if I wait on the wide receivers? What if I wait on the QBs in the Superflex? What if I wait on the RBs in the Superflex? This is a good little experiment to show what's going to happen, what crop of guys. Will said Evans and Godwin are frustrating, to me. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what I'm saying. Like Evans, even though he may finish as a wide receiver 1, he's usually not a wide receiver 1 on a week-to-week basis. And then whenever he plays the Saints, he always fucking sucks. Because he goes up against whatever the hell his name is. Why am I spacing on the cornerback's name, who just owns Marshawn Lattimore, who just owns Mike Evans 2 games a year. Damn. Tino had to take Nick Chubb at the end of the 6th. Bro, taking the value out of him, homie. I don't need any more running backs in this draft, but let's not raise his ADP. Let's not raise that ADP more. Yeah. Let's see who's here. This is going to be a long round getting up to the end of the 7th. This is solid middle tier depth coming. Tino said you raised his ADP, took 4 RBs. Oh, man. And Ronald said QB chicken's crazy. I know it's a mock draft, so things would happen a little bit different in a real draft, but I feel like QBs are going at like a good pace, like a normal pace. Like maybe they might be going a little bit higher in a super flex league. Yeah, Will said 3 for 138 and 3 TDs one week, 1 catch for 3 yards the next week. Oh man, it sucks. Yeah, Johnny said this was a good one for QB chicken. Yeah, because there's still some good ones out there. There's still some good ones out there. And I know everyone's only drafting 2 good QBs, but that means you still have to get 2 really good ones in the top 24, though. If you get number 23 and 24, that's still gonna, and which I might be on like right now. But those are like shitty QBs, right? Let's see where Justin goes here. Pickle in a jar. Either way, I'm good. The 2 guys who got hurt last year, but let's lock them in, Cousins and Rodgers. And see, I feel good about that stack. That would be like a B grade for me with the QBs, maybe a B minus with the QBs because of injury risk. But I'd be okay with that. Oh, man, see, Pickle in a jar got Danny Pesos. He did it just to troll me, I bet. Because there's still Baker Mayfield, Stafford, Watson. Oh, man. Will said Watson and Carr or Rodgers. Yeah, and seeing, I think I'd rather have the upside of Cousins and Rodgers and the divisions that they're in compared to Watson's division. That's the worst thing that Watson has going for him is the division that he plays in. And Tino says that's perfect for waiting for QBs, right? Like I'd be super stoked if things played out this way and I could wait. I don't really like the wide receivers, but I'm sure everybody's going to be like snatching up wide receivers or late. It's either wide receivers or running backs the rest of the way, unless you don't have your 2 QBs, which there's only a couple who don't. So you can grab both rookies behind them in free agency if you got roster spots for security for sure. Yeah, those are decent QBs. You got definitely higher middle of the road like type of QBs, but it's crazy how late they go as well. Let's see how many QBs went before I picked. I got them as QBs 18 and 19. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. It's the ones who wait. Everybody got lucky that Danny Pesos got taken as one of the 24 QBs because he definitely doesn't deserve to be taken as one of the top 24 QBs. And everyone gets graded a little bit harsher in the mock drafts for sure because we only have a certain amount of positions, certain amount of rounds. So you have to make those 10 picks count. You can't just wait. And it's not like a real league where you can wait and get some bench depth that might be able to make up for your starters. This one, you have to have solid starters all around. And Will said people are sleeping on Cousins this year. He'll be top 12 or higher. I believe he could get back to that. Especially like having a guy like Bijan literally dump it off to him. He could run for 50. Yeah, I like the outlook of Cousins. It's the injury risk. That's what it is. Like the injury risk is baked into his price for sure. So I love that Lawrence, Brian Thomas stack very much. Hell yeah. Let me see. Where's your squad? They got Brian Thomas at the end of the 8th. Not too shabby. Yeah. And then Lawrence in the 6th. That's good value. I've seen him been going in the 4th through the 6th. So yeah, there's QBs going a little bit later, and it's probably, you look at some of the one specific team with what's it called? Now they have 2 QBs. Reading some of the chat over here. And one of the best balls that's going. I was going to take on the last pick of mine, but more fun to troll right after you took your old guys. I like it. He had me call it out as soon as that happened. I even said, oh, he did it to troll me. Oh, fuck. I'm trolling myself right now because I'm on the fucking clock. All right, here we go. Lucky we had the minute. Oh, man, it's fucking ugly at this point. Damn, it's ugly all around. It's so ugly that I'm going to pick Deontay Johnson. That's how fucking ugly it is. But now I got a minute, though. All right, let's see. Man, this sucks. I feel like because he's going to start going right here, I'm going to just start making a stance on him and making sure that I snipe you fucking Cowboy fans with Zeke. All right. I hate my wide receivers, and I don't hate my wide receivers. I like Zay Flowers. I just don't want him as number 1. Tito said, damn, you got him. And Crispy, that's who I was debating on, DeAndre Hopkins. It was between Zeke, Hopkins, and Warren, actually. But I knew I'd get a reaction out of someone taking Zeke right there, because that's where he's been going. He's been going right at the end, like last flex spot, first bench spot for people, for sure. He said Pickett was quick as hell to take Leggett. For Dynasty, sure. Redraft, I don't know. I'm probably not going to have any rookies on my team for redraft again this year. And it's just because certain rookies are just hyped up so much and you got to pay up for them. And like, I've seen it happen in leagues where like people pay up for Nick Chubb, for example, you know, when he was a rookie. And like, I remember I played in 8 leagues that year. It's my best free agent pickup of all time. And everybody dropped Nick Chubb in, I don't know, week 5, week 6, like something around there. And like whenever Carlos Hyde got traded, I remember I got it on my phone. This was when I subscribed to everybody on Twitter. If you were a fantasy, like a football beat reporter or Adam Scheffner, all those motherfuckers. And then I saw like multiple tweets. Carlos Hyde is traded. Carlos Hyde is traded. Carlos Hyde is traded. I dropped everything. I like went to my phone, picked him up in all 8 leagues and like drop of a dime. And I was totally ready. It was like the fire drill that I was fucking ready for because I have all my leagues. I had all my 8 leagues in order of importance from like top to bottom. So I literally first one, get him. First one, second one, get him. Third one, get him. Fourth one, get him. Fifth one, get him. And I got him all the way. And man, and it was awesome. It's such an awesome feeling. And it happens, man. People don't get, including myself. That's why I just don't pick them. People don't give rookies the time that they need a lot of times because, especially if it's a small bench, we got to make moves, man. We got to make moves. And like usually those rooks are like last guy on your bench, like type thing. And Carolina offense undervalued for the most part. Yeah, for sure. Because they don't deserve to be valued too much. Like they deserve to be valued as one of the worst offenses in the league. That's how they've got to be valued.